I have a question for you. What is the meaning of life? I think the meaning of life is all about striving to be our most authentic, truest versions of ourselves through the process of new experiences. Life is all about experiences, and I think the universe, God, or a higher power provides us with opportunities to have these experiences which can teach us lessons. And I think through these lessons, we begin to better understand ourselves, who we are on a soul level, on a deeper level. I think a lot of the times, these lessons that come our way in the form of the people, places, and things, reflections or projections, the relationships we have, the friends we have, the situations that we're put in. These are how the lessons are coming in. But a lot of times we don't actually learn the lessons that are being presented. We tend to ignore our emotions, ignore our feelings, ignore the bigger picture, play the victim, brush it off. But you know what I found that happens is a lot of times these lessons repeat themselves in a new cycle with different people, places, and things. It's like if you go to school. If you're studying math, you have to take pre-calculus before you study advanced calculus, okay? It's just the progression. So it's very important to learn these lessons, because if you don't, the cycle will repeat, and chances are the energetic pull of the experience will be a lot stronger, will be a lot more energetically charged, I believe, to wake you up and give you a sign like, hey, maybe this is not the type of person I am. Maybe these are not the specific people that I should be spending my time with. Maybe this is not the career path that I should be on. Maybe this is not the relationship that's best for me. So that's the important thing of learning about lessons. A lot of times, a lot of us don't want to change. We like to play the victim. Oh, why did this happen to me? Nothing is good or bad. It's only thinking that makes it so. Shakespeare said that. Take ownership for your life and realize that nothing is inherently bad, because there's really nothing in our life that we could fully 100% control. We can only control our actions, our response. So if something bad happens, we can use it as a lesson and learn from it and grow from it and evolve from it, rather than if something bad happens, use it as an excuse to stay stuck. Okay, so it's your choice. But I believe the universe, God, will eventually repeat the cycle. So it's not going to get easier for you if you take an action. It's only going to get harder. Of course, we have free will. You can decide how you want to live your life, but that doesn't mean the lesson won't be shown to you again. And if you believe in past lives, the same things, the same lessons are coming from the past lives into this life due to karma not being worked out. The scales need to be balanced if you believe in that, okay? But it's really not a past life, because everything is happening simultaneously at the same time. Mamma mia, I just went out there. If you think of it from a higher perspective, maybe there's a lesson to be learned from a similar situation that keeps on repeating itself. Either you're dating a similar type of person, you're working a similar job that's not suited for you. So these are the types of things that keep repeating, and the same situations happen. I get dumped by the same type of person, I work the same job and I get fired. So maybe there's a deeper meaning, there's a sign as to why this is all happening, and you have to use your own judgment, okay? You have to really see that. You can't just go on autopilot and be like, this is how it's done, this is how it's done. Be more fluid, understand what's happening. The meaning of life, I believe, is to really go out there and have these experiences, have these lessons, and actually learn the lessons, which help us integrate knowledge and experiences so we have a firmer foundation of who we are on a deeper level, on a soul level. And I think that's beautiful. Everything could be a lesson. You can grow from everything. Isn't that amazing? And not to get far out, but I think each one of us that comes here, we have a certain purpose. A lot of people say, like, I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know what I'm meant to do here. Now, how can you determine what your purpose is if you're unsure? I don't know an exact way to do that, but here's a suggestion. Like everyone says, look at what you're passionate about. Look at what brings you joy. Cooking, singing, painting, dancing. Maybe something related to that will be your purpose. You can also look at painful points in your life. Look at the pain and trauma that you face. For example, if I had a tough childhood and I was always the black sheep and I didn't have so many friends, I could describe my childhood as being very lonely. Oh, I felt lonely when I was younger. I don't want to feel that way. Flip it. So the opposite of loneliness could be oneness, togetherness. So then your purpose could be bringing people together, just like me. Or it could be bringing joy to people, spreading love. And you don't have to be this like influencer or self-help speaker or spiritual guru. Whatever your job is, you can do it with a certain energy, a certain intention, which creates a ripple effect, which creates an impact. We need to understand that what you and I are doing actually is creating an impact. I know that I'm not a perfect person. I've made many mistakes. I've wronged people and I've wronged myself, but I've taken accountability for a lot of what I've done, and I've learned many lessons from my past experiences so they won't repeat themselves. And from these experiences where I made mistakes, I have become a better whole person, and I have a better understanding of who Michael is. Without the job, without the status, without the friend group, without all this external stuff. And I'm still striving to understand who I am, and I will always be striving to understand who I am. I will always need to work on myself and evolve. But I know that it's a journey, and experiences come with time and effort. So nothing happens overnight. So wherever you're at right now, stay patient, keep moving forward. Instead of trying to do things by forcing yourself, hustle, 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 think about what brings you joy and follow your intuition, follow your inner compass so things feel a little bit lighter and you can move through it with more ease because you're on your own path. And that's a beautiful thing. So live your purpose with passion and have those experiences that bring you closer to understanding who you are. No one's perfect. It's okay if we make mistakes, but learn from the mistakes and don't repeat the same thing again, okay? Mamma mia. And you like my pillow? This is the remnants of my cinnamon bun business. And lastly, on your path of living with purpose and passion, you will be afraid. But sometimes what you're most afraid of is something that you should definitely do for yourself. It's part of the game. You have to push to the next level. You have to jump in the water. Don't be afraid. Sometimes you just gotta do it. Peace.